Napoleon Bonaparte was born on the island of Corsica in 1769, a time of great unrest. Corsica had recently been conquered by France, deeply influencing the young Napoleon. At 9, he left Corsica for a military education in France, excelling in mathematics and history. Napoleon devoured stories of great military leaders, dreaming of similar glory. Graduating in 1785, he was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the artillery. By 1789, France was on the brink of revolution, and Napoleon saw an opportunity to advance his career. He sympathized with the revolutionaries' demands for liberty and equality. Napoleon would soon rise to prominence during one of the most tumultuous periods in French history. The French Revolution presented both opportunities and challenges for Napoleon. In 1793, he commanded the artillery at the siege of Toulon, retaking the city from British forces. This victory brought him to the attention of the Committee of Public Safety, and he was promoted to brigadier general at 24. In 1796, he was appointed commander of the Army of Italy, facing a larger Austrian army. Napoleon inspired his troops with promises of glory and devised a daring plan to outmaneuver the Austrians. The Italian campaign became legendary, with Napoleon leading his army to victory after victory. He conquered most of northern Italy and forced the Austrians to sign a peace treaty. Napoleon had arrived, becoming a hero in France. Napoleon's Italian campaign established him as a formidable military leader. In 1799, sensing an opportunity, he returned to France, which was on the verge of upheaval. Napoleon staged a coup d'état, seizing control of the government and establishing the consulate with himself as first consul. He implemented reforms, including the Bank of France and the Napoleonic Code, which still influences law today. Napoleon's reforms were popular, and he was seen as the savior of France. However, he desired power and glory, seeking to expand French influence across Europe. Napoleon's reign as emperor was about to begin, marked by unprecedented military might and conquest. It would also be marked by constant warfare and ultimately his own downfall. The Italian campaign was a testament to Napoleon's military genius. Facing a larger Austrian army, he relied on speed, surprise, and innovative tactics. Napoleon's victories at Lodi, Mantua, and Rivoli shattered Austrian dominance in northern Italy. He motivated his troops with promises of loot and glory, instilling discipline and purpose. The Treaty of Campo Formio in 1797 marked the end of the campaign, solidifying his reputation. Napoleon secured significant territorial gains for France and established himself as a major player in Europe. The Italian campaign was a stepping stone to his ultimate ambition, becoming the master of Europe. His ambition would lead to greater victories but also sow the seeds of his eventual downfall. In 1804, Napoleon crowned himself Emperor of the French, marking the end of the French Revolution. As emperor, he continued his ambitious reforms, including the Napoleonic Code, which influenced legal systems worldwide. Napoleon's reign was marked by constant warfare, leading France in a series of wars against European coalitions. He won stunning victories at Austerlitz, Jena, and Friedland, conquering much of Europe. Despite his military triumphs, his ambition ultimately proved his undoing. The invasion of Russia in 1812 was catastrophic, with the Russian winter decimating the French army. The disastrous campaign weakened Napoleon's grip on power and emboldened his enemies. Napoleon's empire, built on military conquest, began to crumble. The invasion of Russia in 1812 marked a turning point in Napoleon's fortunes. His Grande Armée, over 600,000 men, entered Russia expecting a swift campaign. Instead, they encountered a scorched earth policy, with the Russians retreating and burning supplies. The French army suffered from hunger, disease, and the harsh Russian winter. The Battle of Borodino was a Pyrrhic victory, with heavy casualties on both sides. Napoleon found Moscow deserted and in flames, forcing a retreat. The retreat was disastrous, with only a fraction of the army making it back to France. The Russian campaign shattered Napoleon's invincibility and emboldened his enemies. The disastrous Russian campaign marked the beginning of Napoleon's downfall. His enemies united against him, defeating him at the Battle of Leipzig in 1813. Napoleon was forced to abdicate in 1814 and exiled to Elba. In 1815, he escaped and returned to France, beginning the 100 Days. His return to power was short-lived, ending with his defeat at the Battle of Waterloo. Napoleon was exiled to St. Helena, where he spent the remaining 6 years of his life. He died on May 5, 1821 at 51, likely from stomach cancer. Napoleon's legacy remains complex, a testament to human ambition and the corrupting influence of power.